If you're over 60 and you've been taking supplements like Magnesium Glycinate, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2, there's something important you need to hear. These are powerful nutrients. In fact, they are some of the most valuable tools we have to support bone strength, muscle function, heart rhythm, and deep restorative sleep as we age. But here's the part most people aren't told. The way they're often combined can quietly work against you. Here at Golden Rest Guide, we regularly hear from adults who are truly trying to do everything right. They take vitamin D3 for their bones. They add K2 to protect their arteries. They switch to magnesium glycinate to sleep better. And yet, they still ask, why am I waking up tired? Why are my legs cramping at night? Why is my blood pressure slowly creeping up? The first thing to examine isn't the dosage, it's the timing. After 60, your body processes nutrients differently. What once worked without much thought now requires a little more intention. Think of it like cooking. Even the highest quality ingredients can lose their benefit if they're added at the wrong time. Magnesium is calming. Vitamin D3 is stimulating, and it needs fat to absorb properly. Vitamin K2 directs calcium where it belongs. When all three are taken together, especially at night, they can compete instead of cooperate. And that's when subtle problems begin. Calcium may circulate longer than it should. Sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented. Muscles stay tense. The heart may feel unsettled. These changes are often blamed on aging, but sometimes the real issue is simply mixed signals. Let's break this down clearly. First, vitamin D3. It's often called the sunshine vitamin, but after 60, it behaves much more like a hormone. It influences calcium absorption, muscle contraction, immune balance, inflammation control, mood, and even energy regulation. As we age, our skin produces less vitamin D from sunlight. We spend less time outdoors, and our kidneys become less efficient at activating vitamin D into its usable form. Deficiency becomes common, even in people who eat well. When used correctly, vitamin D3 helps maintain bone density, it supports muscle strength and balance, it stabilizes immune function, but here's the key point. Vitamin D3 increases calcium absorption. If that calcium isn't properly directed, it may begin settling in arteries, joints, or soft tissues. Over time, this can contribute to stiffness, fatigue, or subtle cardiovascular strain. Vitamin D3 is also stimulating. Taken too late in the day, it can quietly interfere with melatonin production, the hormone responsible for deep sleep. You may not feel wired, but your sleep may become lighter, less refreshing. And because vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, taking it without dietary fat reduces absorption. For most adults over 60, vitamin D3 works best earlier in the day, morning or midday, with a meal that includes healthy fats like eggs, olive oil, avocado, nuts, or full-fat yogurt. Now, let's talk about vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 is often overlooked, but it plays a critical role. It activates proteins that guide calcium into bones and keep it out of arteries and soft tissues. Without adequate K2, calcium can circulate without direction. After 60, the body becomes less efficient at activating these calcium-directing proteins. That's why some people continue to lose bone density even while taking calcium and vitamin D3. The MK7 form of vitamin K2 is often preferred because it stays active longer in the body. And like D3, it's fat soluble. It should be taken with food that contains healthy fats. It works best earlier in the day alongside vitamin D3. Now let's focus on magnesium. Magnesium supports more than 300 processes in the body. It plays a major role in muscle relaxation, nerve signaling, heart rhythm stability, and energy production. One of the most common signs of low magnesium after 60 is nighttime muscle cramping. Magnesium allows muscles to fully relax after they contract. Without enough of it, muscles remain tight, restless, prone to cramping. It also helps calm the nervous system and supports deeper, more restorative sleep. Magnesium glycinate is especially well suited for older adults. It's gentle on digestion, less likely to cause loose stools, and the glycine component supports calming neurotransmitters in the brain. Magnesium works best in the evening about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, when the body is naturally preparing to rest and repair. Now here's where many people unknowingly make a mistake. They take magnesium, vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 all at once, often right before bed. Vitamin D3 stimulates activity. Magnesium promotes relaxation. Taken together at night, they send conflicting signals. Vitamin D3 may blunt magnesium's calming effect. Magnesium may reduce the optimal activation of vitamin D3. Neither works as effectively as it could. Over time, this may show up as fragmented sleep, persistent muscle tightness, borderline vitamin D levels despite supplementation, rising blood pressure, or occasional heart palpitations. The solution is simple: separation, morning or midday with a meal containing healthy fats, vitamin D3, vitamin K2, evening 30 to 60 minutes before bed, magnesium glycinate, typically 200 to 400 milligrams, depending on individual needs. This simple schedule allows vitamin D3 to support calcium metabolism during your active hours. K2 directs calcium properly, and magnesium supports nighttime relaxation and recovery. Many adults notice improvements within weeks: better sleep, fewer cramps, steadier energy. The supplements themselves are not the problem. The timing often is. After 60, your body isn't broken. It's more sensitive. And that sensitivity means small adjustments can make a meaningful difference. Health at this stage isn't about adding more. It's about rhythm, consistency, thoughtful timing. If you take one action today, simply review when you take your supplements. Make one small change, then give your body time to respond. Here at Golden Rest Guide, our goal is simple: to help you protect your strengths, your sleep, and your independence through steady, informed choices. Aging doesn't mean losing control. It means caring for yourself with greater wisdom. Stay steady, stay consistent, and give your body the clear signals it needs to rest, repair, and remain strong.